Hi, boys and girls. I just wanted to review the elements of how to do the article of the week. So, regardless if you're in one of my sixth or seventh grade classes, you're going to start out on your homepage for Google Classroom. You'll find the section that you're in. Remember, the easy way to find assignments is to go to the classwork tab. Now, it's the beginning of the school year, so we don't have a whole lot going on here, but it would be in here. We also have topics over here that'll make it easier for you. So you'll click on the assignment and you can either click on things right here, or if you need to like turn it in or something, you're going to click view assignment and it'll take you to the full assignment so you can see everything and you can manipulate it. Now remember, yours looks a smidge different since you're students and I have the teacher version. So for the assignment, my attachments are down here at the bottom. Yours would be over here on the right. So for the article, you're going to click on the PDF. You will click the Open with Kami button, and that will open the article and allow us to annotate or make changes to the document. So our first order of business is highlighting our unknown words. So these are words that we aren't quite sure how to say or we're not sure how to explain them to somebody else. You're going to click your markup tool, choose your color. Remember, my tools are in the way. Sorry, guys. Why are you still there? Oh, there we go. Okay. So color here, you can go to the palette. We've got all the colors. Please, like I said, try to stay in these first three darkest columns because the lighter ones aren't going to show up as much, especially in highlighter form. So to highlight something, we just highlight, let go, ta-da, you've highlighted that word. So we are reading through this together, but highlight any words that are unknown for you. When it's time to add your evidence of close reading, that's where we're going to use the text box. Please make sure you're using the text box and not the comments. Text box allows you to actually write on the article. If you do comment, it's going to show up off to the side, which is not what we want to do. All right, so we're going to click text box. It's going to show up probably around size 12. If you can make it a little bit larger, that's going to make it stand out and be easier to see. And again, change the color from black. Black blends in with the rest of the article and makes it difficult to see. So choose something, brighter for this one. I like the blue, but you can choose whatever works for you. And then this is where you're going to make connections. So this reminds me of that you've done before, that you learned about it in another class, or that you read before, or a person that you know. It could be questions that you have. Just be general comments like, "Wow, that's a lot of candy." Right? You can just type your comment in there. Once you've typed it, if you come back here to the cursor, you can move it around. You can resize the text box. So let's say instead of it being long like that, if I want to make it like a little bit of a box or something like that. You can also, if you can't get the text box close to where you want it in the article because there's just other words in the way, you can use this little drawing tool. You can change the color so that it matches. You can use a different color so that it stands out. So I'm going to go magenta-y because I like it. And then we can kind of go, hey, I'm talking about this part right here. And I know that those items are connected. Remember, we always want to make sure that we're saving. Up here, yours is going to say turn in instead of just save. When you click on that, if you see these purpley words that say save changes now, always make sure you click that. So that way you know the latest changes you've made are on there and it's not going to look different when I open it to graded versus what you're looking at. If you ever go to click on saved and it says last saved a few seconds ago or whatever, and it doesn't have these words, then it means it has everything. But if those words are there, go ahead and click it, and then you'll be good to go with that. Once you've completed your Kami portion, that's when we're going to actually start typing on the Word document. So the first two here, we don't actually have to type anything on the document. This is just reminding us to highlight our words on Kami and then show that evidence of close reading. First time you're going to type on this document is with number 3 when you start answering your questions. Notice they should be incomplete sentences. meaning there's a capital letter at the beginning, a period at the end, and we should be restating the question before we answer it. So, for example, what was the most surprising fact you learned while reading this article? You would start with the most surprising fact in this article was, and then whatever you found to be the most surprising. You answer those three questions all in complete sentences. If it's asking you ever to cite evidence, like this last one, that means it wants you to mention specific information in the article. So, in this one, it's saying, is the role only a job in Canada, or do other places and companies have similar jobs? You'll look back at the article and see if this is only a thing for Canada or if other people have this. And then you will say either, yes, this is only a job in Canada, because, and then your reason, or Canada is not the only place that has this job, and then give me the other places that are there. For the last portion, sixth grade, we've got two paragraphs. Seventh grade, you've got three. Remember, this is a reflection. This is not a summary. You're not telling me what happened in the article. We're practicing talking about articles that we've read outside of just, hey, this is what happened. So it's going to be your opinion, your thoughts, things you learned, things you might still be wondering about, things you liked or disliked about the article, and anything else that's related. So you could simply start with, you did or did not like the article and why. If you're having a hard time reaching your minimum requirement here, you can always come back to the article and take a look at the evidence of close reading that you've put in there and use that as a jumping off point. So, I really enjoyed this article because eating candy and getting paid for it sounds fun. 3,500 pieces of candy a day seems like a lot, and then you could kind of go from there. Once you're finished with both of those items, that's when you'll come back here to your Google Classroom. And over here, you'll have a button that says Turn In. If you have any questions while you're working on this, please let me know.